Hey man, just giving you a quick call. I just wanted to let you know that you are so close, dude. You're so much closer than you think. A lot of these big goals that we've had and these big aspirations, they're right around the corner for you, dude. So you just cannot give up. So stoked for you to see this. P.S. We bought a Lambo. So keep going, bro. We'll talk soon. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Bryson. This is the Bryson Everyday Project podcast. This podcast is a little bit different than other ones out there. Here, I only focus on documentation. I don't focus on quality or being professional or being entertaining. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I'd love for you to stick around and give the show a listen. You can also follow me on Instagram at BRQUSE. Thank you so much. Here's the show.
What's going on? I'm going to start this one off with some shitty, new. I mean, it's not, grand scheme of things, it's not shitty. It's cool for America. But for me personally, in this phase of business, kind of shitty. So, I don't know all the details and the proper verbiage and stuff, but I was reading and I came across some stuff that Mr. President Trump is doing, and I support it. I get it. It just sucks because I'm in a spot in business where I need to be able to get as much as possible for as cheap as possible. And there is I don't know what the official name is, but we'll call it the 4 and hire policy. I don't know. So if you hire people from outside of America, you can still do that, and that's fine. But there is a 25% fee on that. So if I'm paying $10 for somebody an hour, then it all of a sudden becomes $12.50. And not the end of the world, but it's not. It becomes no longer is eligible for a write-off. So I was feeding some numbers to AI to just kind of see. Also, I'm getting ready right now, so if you hear some odd noises, that's why. I'm also using my AirPods, so if it's good quality, then if it's bad quality, then that's why. But so I was feeding numbers into AI to kind of see what I could expect to pay and what taxes would look like and blah, blah, blah. And this change, it's not into effect yet, so I guess I'm fine. But this change would take someone who's working full time for a full year, and it would take it from me. It would put the number from, what would it be? Like out of pocket or something like that. It would go from 16,000 to about 30,000, which is kind of shitty, dude. You know, especially for somebody who's just starting and can't afford much. So that's with all people who are non-American. So that goes for the whole VA thing with the Philippines. You know, the online jobs PH website goes for all that. Goes for this individual that is helping me out right now, Karin. And kind of shitty, dude. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I am waiting until I guess it becomes official, because until it does become official, I don't think I need to be super worried about it. I just want to do the right thing for Karin, because he is helping me out, and we agreed that the first month would be free, and I want to honor that, but I also don't want to be like, hey, also, no work for you, because I got to pay more. I don't know. I want to do the right thing. So, but big picture, it's cool. Of course, I'd love to keep everything in the business, all American, support. But of course, I support that. Of course, I want that. But I just can't afford to do that right now. So it's fine. I'll get there. Not a big deal. But it does kind of just, add some extra into the mix right now. Like I don't want to have to worry about people yet, and then quote me screwing them. I don't need that kind of shit right now. So I guess we'll see what happens. I don't know if you can hear that spray sound. I'm using hairspray. My hair is at an interesting length right now. I'm just trying to comb the son of a bitch, but it's at a specific length where it's too heavy to style the way that I want, and it's not short enough to whatever. Not a big deal, but annoying. So anyway, that's kind of the news that that came across today. So I'm glad I came across it sooner than later. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a bummer. It's like I 100% support I support everything that around this matter. It just, because it now specifically targets me, it's just shitty. It's all good though. But I guess you could compare it to there's speed limits in place. I support speed limits. However, for people who are, I guess fine drivers, fucking blows, dude. Just let me do my thing, But that's a weird comparison. That's a shitty comparison. It's not a comparison. It's just an analogy. But yeah, anyway, that's what I came across today. So that's kind of been filling up my headspace today. But I got a lot done as far as everything goes. I'm just working on building some graphs and charts and databases and stuff. I need to just commit to getting as much as possible done by the end of the month, and hopefully get around to posting on social media and all that stuff. Because I think I'm just being too nitpicky and too perfectionist on one hand, but then on the other hand, I'm like, how could I be so careless about some of this stuff? So I'm just trying to walk that line, because I want to build some cool stuff for people, and I want it to be helpful and beneficial and fast and smooth and easy to use and blah, blah, blah. And I think that's just going to come with time. So I think I just need to, like I've said, I think I just need to build it out to just a certain point, sell it one time, and then go from there. Because that one time, assuming that, this is kind of the picture I'm painting for myself, because it kind of is worst case scenario, but also best case scenario. So worst case scenario, Trey and Mina and everybody, they're like, hey, fuck you, you piece of shit, and that's it. And now I am, have no source of income, and I have 168 hours per week all of a sudden. As long as I sell one person, I buy a month of time, because that is kind of the expenses. That's my expenses. It'll be $36.80, I think, is what it is as of right now for monthly expenses. Could be more, could be less. I'm moving in with Lexi, so I don't know what the finances will look like exactly, but I know they'll be very close to the number I just said. So I think obviously the things that'll change the most will be the electricity, the gas, energy, all that shit. And that always fluctuates anyway, but I've never known the bills of a multi-person household. I've only known the bills of a single person household, which is me. So I don't even know what to expect. I don't think doubling it is the right math, because whatever mine is, that'll be, I almost want to say that the electric will be pretty close to the same. Only reason why I think that is because I'm going to be at home all day. Lexi's going to be at work, so it's just going to be one person for almost 10 hours per day, which is me doing the same shit. And then when she gets home at night, I would have a light on or whatever on anyway. So I don't know how much it'll change. So it's actually the first time I've kind of broken it down that way. But anyway, we'll just call it $37.50 to just round up to the next $250 next quarter. So I just need that much money per month to survive. So just one sale is all I need. So I just need to build it up to get to that one point of just selling it once. And then I buy a month of time. A month of time, talked about this the other day, but a month of time of not working for anybody, because, this is worst case scenario. Mina and Trey, they say, hey, we're done. Maybe it's good terms, but they just don't need me anymore. All good. But yeah, keep on repeating myself. That really is all I need to do. So with that in mind, I just need to double down, get this shit done, and sell to one person. Just one person. And then I can tell them, here, I'll give you maybe this special deal or this special discount of this much money off. And I just need some testimonials. I need your team to help me out with this. And then you'll get the next newest version for free. And I don't know. Because there's a lot of stuff that takes a lot of time with a lot of what I'm building. but it's not the most important. So for example, something that takes a lot of time and isn't important is simply making, I guess, nice looking headers and buttons with Photoshop. Not important, but it does increase how the product looks. It doesn't change the functionality necessarily, but it changes how it looks and how it's perceived, creates kind of a prestige element to it if I brand it correctly. And of course I want to do that, but it's just not important right now. What is important is making one sale, hell, even 2 sales to buy myself 2 months of time, you know? And if I'm in cahoots still with Dawson, Trey, Mina, even Brian, I'm going to explore that, I think. I was thinking real quick, so I'm going to take a segue and probably go off topic, but I was kind of against the idea of trying to ask Brian, hey, can I advertise my system to the students and you get a cut? Because I was like, I don't want him to get like 20% of all my sales. But I'm like, I had this whole referral program idea where somebody would get $1,000 if they referred somebody and they signed up. You know what $1,000, you know what 20% of $5,000 is? Wait, you know what percent, for fuck's sake, did I just go Canadian? What percentage of 5,000 is 20%? It's 1,000. Meaning my referral system was exactly that. And that's exactly what Brian would be doing in a sense. It would just be one person referring, hopefully, like 20 people. And fuck, dude, if that's the case, then hell yeah. But then again, I wouldn't want to sell the current state of the program or the system to 20 people. I'd want to sell the current state of the system to just one person and then use that time to make it better, because I'm not in any rush. I don't think I need to be. You know what? I actually take that back. I feel like I need to be extra urgent with everything. I just think I actually almost kind of feel gross that I even said that out loud. I don't need to be in a rush. I take that back. Yeah, I don't know why I said that, to be honest. Look at me eating my words in real time. Yeah, I take that back. Do need to be in a rush. So if I were to just commit to getting as much done as absolute possible by the end of the month, which today is October, all right, September 20th. Happy birthday to my little brother. Don't know if you listen to the show, dude, but happy birthday. If anybody has his number or anything like that, please send him a text. I love that guy to death. So he's 19 years old. That's crazy. For context, I'm 28. So we've been very far apart age-wise, obviously for our whole lives. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So if I could negotiate something with Brian, maybe that's the best course of action. And if that's the case, maybe, dude, I don't know. I don't know what the best course of action is. I just want to make sure that whatever I do is going to be the most beneficial for me right now. And I get that can't control all the variables. I understand. And they're variables for a reason, but I don't know. Don't really know what to do, but I'll tell you what, doing nothing is not good. I'm not doing nothing. I'm definitely building everything up and trying to get that going, but yeah. So maybe I'll explore that option. Just freaked out for a sec because I didn't have my phone, and for all I know, somebody could have called me in the middle of this recording and it would have stopped and I would have had no idea. So that's kind of shitty. I think in the entirety of this podcast, there's been, 20 times, 10 times, I don't know, where I've been recording, but actually haven't been, and I was just talking into the abyss. I think a lot of that happened early on when I was trying to record stuff in my car, because I was too insecure to record at home. Any chance that I got to record not at home, it was good. Like the first 100 episodes, I recorded very quietly in the corner of my room. And I even bought soundproofing panels to put on the wall so that my family that I was living with couldn't hear me. And I would love to have those family members on the show to explain their perspective of me recording a show in their home, but them not knowing that I was recording a show. My cousin Jake, he was the room right next to me. And he said sometimes he would walk by my room and just hear me talking, 10 o'clock at night. And he's like, damn, homie's really on the phone all the time. But his perspective is pretty funny. So, yeah, it'd be cool to get them on sooner or later to go over that. I think it's funny. But anyway, not really the point. Point is, I need to get this shit ready and packaged up. And the progress that I made today actually was the type of progress that I need to make for the next 10 days. Because today is September 20th. Happy birthday, little brother. Please reach out to him and say happy birthday. Well, I guess by the time you see this or hear this, it'll be a day later, but whatever. If I do what I did today for the next 10 days, which I think I'm already minus 2 days because I'm moving and I'm trying to get stuff set up with Lexi. It's going to be full days of kind of just moving, cleaning, packing, all that stuff. So essentially I have a week. Could I get everything up and running in a week? I guess I could try my best because there's still so much to build and there's so much shit that I have to do and make. There's so much testing that I have to do to ensure everything works properly, because the last thing I want to do is to sell it to even just one person, but it doesn't calculate shit correctly. I mean, even today there's a few things that I caught and they're absolutely incorrect. So I just need to be very careful. Just need to be very careful of that. How come I'm out of breath doing laundry? Why is that? I guess talking and folding laundry is a high cardiovascular activity. Guaranteed that's going to be a quote in the description. I think because I say that, it puts that down in the description, even though it may not be. I think it's because I say it. I don't know. So yeah, I just got to keep up the pace. I got to keep on gunning down all these systems and databases and processes and blah, blah, blah. I think part of me is getting kind of, I don't want to say obsessed, but like in my head, like they're only getting like 3 things, which they're getting more than that, a shit ton more than that. But like, they get the closer form, the master log, finances, and renewals. That's it. And I'm charging $5,000. That's not worth $5,000, but like it is though. I think the whole big bundle package is, and I think I'm getting too concerned with quantity over quality to an extent. Like I'm putting so much into what's already built right now, and that's definitely good quality, but it's like I want more. And I do think that's beneficial, but on one hand it's beneficial, on the other hand it's like, well, what else could I add? And there's a whole long list of shit that I said that I would get finished before I sold it, and we're actually closing in on that list. All I have to do now is just make all the metric databases, which is what Make will automate and give data for, and that's what I need to do. So, yeah, I actually just had an idea of how I could sort this shit very easily with the daily, weekly, and monthly. I would just add in another automation. Interesting. Well, I think that's it for now. It's now date night, and I'm pumped about it, so I'm going to go get ready for that, and then I guess that's it. That's it for the show. So appreciate you guys listening. Peace.